This video is a part 5. If you want to understand what's going on here, you'll have to watch the first 4 parts, which have been linked in the description. We will now proceed with our scheduled programming. After the incident, the PGS looked like the remains of Chernobyl. By the evening of September 11th, the entire PGS was completely obliterated. Only 6 people were still left on the server, because Sailor decided to ban everyone for the funny. What started as a small group of internet friends, ended in a massive implosion just because some guys took Minecraft too seriously. Everyone that got kicked out of the original PGS joined a massive Discord argument against Sailor that lasted about 50 hours, with more than 4,000 messages being sent. At that point, I decided to quit all the Discord servers I was in, and put my account permanently in invisible mode. I had to focus on real-life tasks such as school. Tiliobi decided to salvage what was left of the original PGS, and renamed it the People's Greatex Society, but in Russian, also called the
Greatifицированное общество народов.
This name is quite long for normal YouTube Shorts watchers, as the TTS takes about 3 seconds to pronounce it. I will abbreviate it as GON. The server wasn't active at all as Tiliobi was beginning his dream of working in a chemical factory in Murmansk. By starting chemistry college, everyone that got kicked out of the original PGS decided to regroup and create a new server called the Penis Gay Society. According to MimiXP, the PGS manifested in the hearts of the people, so they decided that the PGS unofficial was the true PGS, stealing the name from me and Tiliobi. But who is MimiXP? MimiXP is a 22-plus-year-old, self-proclaimed war strategist who has played approximately 3.1 thousand hours of the famous war game, Hearts of Iron 4. He does not think of Minecraft players as people, but as pawns to be used in a massive war in his mind. This is why he is saying stuff like this.
The PGS is no place to be a sussy imposter among. I would have used Do Not SAS as secret police to enforce colonial rule by reporting any revolutionary activity and helping me disarm GGI. PGS Civil War is just the Horus Heresy, except Zalgo is the Emperor, and Region is Horus. The ZPGS contains 95% of the active members. It is the true and rightful PGS. Glory to the PGS.
Yes, this is a guy that uses the words true and rightful while talking about a Discord group, and talking about colonial rule while mentioning a person called Do Not Sus. He has also written multiple 2,000-word documents on attacking formations for a fucking Minecraft event. The PGS, which has now changed its name to Pisguzzler Society, decided to return to its Soviet roots, and removed the hierarchy system. All members of the PGS would now be equal, except for the arbiters, the leaders of the team. They also decided to invite about 30 more people into the server, without having an application process anymore. The average age of the server has dropped to about 13, and the average IQ is sitting at 85. Just a year and a half ago, the PGS was known because they were pro players, but now, anyone enough to post first can get in. After all of this happened, Zalgo decided to quit for 3 weeks. The situation has calmed down a little, so I decided to make a video series detailing everything that went down in the PGS, so that you guys watching from YouTube can understand what the fuck just happened. But right as I finished making the video, it turns out that Sailor was working as a double agent, and he sent the entire video script to the PGS, while I was still making it. But why did he do that? When Sailor was talking with us, he was using what he calls his personality A. But it turns out that Sailor also has a personality B. Sailor actually liked a person called Person Unnamed, which goes by exactly 0 names. I will let this person introduce themselves.
I'm Rebecca. I love women. They're so cute on God. Well, except me. I'm not cute. Anyways, I'm always free to talk and also free to play with, if you play any games I like. I'm aspiring to be either a lawyer or a YouTuber, whichever opportunity comes first.
Person Unnamed is quite an interesting person. If you don't use any of the English words in this document while speaking, you will be blocked. which is totally how normal people act in real life. This person also gets angry on Twitter, looking at people with the opposite viewpoints every day, and getting angry.
I find it fun to see how stupid they make themselves look in front of their peers. There's a pretty blurry line between stupidity that is fun to interact with and stupidity that is mind-numbing to even look at, and I'm not sure what this falls under.
And looking at this image, it looks like person unnamed has not showered in about 6 weeks. The user's body weight is approximately 300 kilograms. That's not a unique odor. You haven't showered in 2 months. Also, not sleeping in 3 days is a very bad idea, and real-life girls don't have a thick lipid layer covering their keratinous membrane. There is no scientific theory that explains why Sailor likes a person that lives approximately half a Earth away, and spends 15 hours a day arguing with people on Discord and Twitter. Sailor betrayed us to stay with this human. Sailor switched sides 3 times. The first time, he manipulated Zack to join the PGS, the second time, he trolled Salgo so he could join my group, and the third time, he trolled us so he could stay with fake e-girl pussy that lives over 9,000 kilometers away. Sailor wanted to get the attention of this person, so he decided to just give him the entire script of my video. Person unnamed just decided to send the script to MimiXP, which started even more shit.
I'm not going to send it to anybody other than maybe 1 or 2 arbiters.
Not even that. If you're gonna send it to arbiters, I think, you should wait a while first.
Okay, I will archive this on my computer and wait until the info inside becomes relevant. I've never been more tempted to just straight up leak the script entirely with how acidic it is. Part 3 contains so much complaining.
I only sent the script to 2 people and only one of them would have done it by accident. I just expected person unnamed to have triple-digit IQ.
I wonder how our little petri dish called PGS will look like in the future. It's already bad enough.
How bad can it get? The cancer cells have spread so much.
It will probably herpapsis, and yet I am interested in what could form in such an environment. Would be pity for it to just exhaust itself without polymer injections.
This is now modern Greatex. Everything has changed over the past 6 months. Over the past 11 years, Greatex has been known for its complexity, and its insane players making mega factories. But everything has done a complete 180-degree turn. Let me explain. The official Greatex U server itself has completely gone to shit. One of the main developers has changed the entire server to say meow meow in all of the channels. This person is 25 years old. Gregorius has decided to join Discord. After not joining any public online server in about 10 years, he immediately got flooded by hundreds of cancer cells spamming things about Skibidi Toilet and the VGC and Homestuck. The metastasis breached the frontal lobe. I tried to warn him but he did not listen, and then just banned me. The massive nuclear update to Greatex was planned to be released in February or March. It was meant to add realistic nuclear reactors, based on calculations from Zalgo. But after over a year, Zalgo's code has failed. The nuclear update completely breaks the game.
CU right now is having one of the biggest development slowdowns it's ever experienced. I don't expect it to speed up for a very long time. Don't count on nuclear ever being completed, I really mean it.
Zalgo is still working on supersymmetry, but at a much slower speed. The main development has been taken over by PlanetMe, the chemistry drone, who has added a required 82-step chemical chain to create RubyLith, which is required for making circuits. Anytime someone asks PlanetMe to remove the chain, he will reply with the nerd emoji, and with some memetic image taken from TikTok. Anyways, Zalgo is still doing important things in real life while sharing his progress to a group of random internet strangers.
I am at CERN and I'm going back inside a girl in 10 minutes.
The PGS has also gotten about 10,000% more hostile towards me, but not in a funny way. A new member called Kuroko spent multiple hours of his time doing this.
Hey, I'm opening my commissions and was wondering if you want a ref sheet. I'd love to design you a persona. You seem like a Fennec Fox kind of person. I thought you and the PGAs were really cool in the Nami Factory video. And I just want to say, I'm a huge fan. His lab coat has a slot in the back for his tail to poke through with a button underneath, so it doesn't flap around when he runs on all fours.
Person unnamed, and a friend, Dr. Biko, who is 18, had a little moment with some other people in chat, including a 14-year-old. Their little server turned into the Greatex version of Epstein Island. I am beginning to run out of words. I think that pedophiles like Dr. Biko and Person Unnamed must be put into a dangerous machine, like a cement mixer, or a high-pressure furnace. Person Unnamed's brain has experienced total cell death and is now unable to think.
I can imagine T.I. having so much fun because he can put his face in Nico's. Once we're done, we should milk. And TCI will be wearing a Stolfo cosplay all the time. TCI, you're going to. You should let TCI think that Nico and TCI are adorable together. I peg T. They just don't have enough hope.